about to get underway. The lag for the break, the handshake. And I suppose on current form, as Amy is the world champ, maybe that makes her just a very slight favourite in this match, but it is a cigarette paper between them. And just a reminder as well, coming up after this, we've got the final match of the weekend, the final of the professionals, and again, what a fitting final we've got. We've got the world champ John McAllister against the pro number 1 Liam Dunster. We are in for an absolute treat with these two finals. And just hope you're going to sit back, relax and enjoy what's coming up over the next couple of hours, which should be a great ending to what has been a fantastic weekend of coverage here in Bournemouth. Amy gets things underway. Very powerful break, but unfortunately White just got a very nasty kick in off into the centre bag, and the first opportunity goes to Emma Cunningham. And it looks like a decent opportunity. Exactly what you want in the first frame. Get your hand on the table, get a few shots. We've seen over the past 12-18 months that the strength of the ladies' game definitely on the up, led by Emma. And recently now with Amy coming on board with the IPA ladies, adding more strength in depth to that section. But a little early miss there from Emma, some early nerves. And Amy's first real opportunity with hand on table.
Extension called.
So not the easiest opportunity for Amy. Not helped by that little bump on the centre pocket. Does that red go past the yellow into the left corner? That's a nice clip. That's a little unfortunate. It was a really nice cutback. She's got some work to do now. She's got to keep this finish going. She's got to really dig down on this white ball. Yeah, that was a tough shot. Probably didn't have a full back to aim at either, so made it even more difficult. So second opportunity for Emma.
seconds.
Just a little undercooked on the screw back. Playing on with the shot clock on the arena table is going to be a little strange for the ladies. It's the first time this weekend that any of them have been on the stream table and playing in those conditions, so that's going to take some getting used to as well. And the table, you know, obviously playing under the lights of the TV does play slightly different. To the tables on the outer arena. So Amy's left herself a real challenging pot now into the top corner. She's going to have to stroke this one in.
10 seconds.
That's a very nice pot. She's going to have to pull out another big pot here. It's not got the legs. Just didn't quite hit it right. And now a third opportunity for Emma. Should have liked that white to have just come another couple of inches further back. Can she force the white off the cushion? Oh, she did. That was a very good shot. And just this easy black. In it goes, and that's the first frame to Emma Cunningham. Emma from Ireland against Amy from England. I think it's fair to say over the next few years, I think these two are going to have their fair share of finals. They are the standout players in the ladies' event, although there's a few hot on the heels. So they're going to need to make sure they stay at the top of the game. Can't take anything for granted. There's certainly 4 or 5 of the ladies who are starting to knock on the door.
Emma Cunningham to break, leading 1-0. Time running.
So frame 2, Emma to get things underway. First achievement, first objective achieved, should I say, which is a ball from the break. Whilst they're not scattered far and wide, they are there to be taken. Quite got into her. Quite got into a stroke just at the moment. Just struggling a little bit. Probably have to leave a double on this yellow, which she has. Double the yellow, just try and get the white out for the. Oh, it's a very nice shot, but she's left herself really unfortunate to. Be queuing over the black ball. Absolutely no way she can get good position on the black. She's going to just have to drop this in dead weight and leave a pretty long clip on the black. This is tough. Yeah, that was a tough shot. That was a big ask. A little unfortunate where it ended up, the white ball. Sometimes that's the pool gods for you. A couple of inches either way, and should be able to get a cue underneath it. Cue to the bottom of the white ball and have a much easier shot. But cueing over the black for a full length of the table shot. Yeah, some of the hardest shots in the game. So a little unlucky. And that's a careless one from Amy. I'm not sure Emma would have expected to get back to the table so quickly. So a few early nerves from both players, quite evident. And Emma's just not timed that one at all. She's going to be absolutely mortified with that shot.
Well, 1 free shots, 1 visit. Timely.
So exactly the opportunity that Amy wanted now to let the cue arm go a little bit, just relax, play some shots, get a frame on the board. Just get rid of those early demons. That's just a little bit thin as well, I think. This white's going to be travelling up and down the table. Well, that is a little careless there from the world champ. Not quite settled yet into this. But no, as Emma. And I'm not sure how many chances each player's had this round, but we'll just put that one down to experience, and let's get that one out of the way. And the route to the final for both these players: Emma 6-4 against rising star Beck Sweeney, Tilly Edwards 6-3 against Kerry-Ann Hunt, Kerry Griffith 6-2 against Danielle Randall, and Amy 6-4 against the very talented Yvonne Ewing. And then in the semi-finals, Emma 6-3 against Tilly, and then Amy coming through a final frame thriller against Kerry Griffiths. And Kerry's one of those players just knocking on the door of those top two. So yes, close for Kerry today, but I think she's definitely one to look out for the rest of the year. Amy as well breaks. She's got a fantastic break. Fantastic break. Times it really well. Gets plenty of power behind it. Let's just watch that again. Gets down, no messing. Couple of line-ups and smash. I think there's some men that'd like a break that good. a missed pot there from Amy. She's really not settled into a normal style of play yet in this match. Although neither has Emma, to be honest. She's been a little bit wayward with a few shots.
10 seconds. Extension called.
Nice double. I'm not sure if she played on the red that it's just to the right of the black. Yeah, whether that goes past the yellow, I'm not sure. Maybe she just did play a safety.
Seconds.
So Amy's going to play, try and play the skill shot now. Pop both balls at the same time. No, she's playing a double. Nice shot. Excellent double. Always tricky into the corner bags. So a long straight shot. This is going to test her cueing and how she's feeling at the moment in this final. Oh, that was struck absolutely fantastically. Just needs to finish the job off now. If she can take these out, she's going to be feeling a whole lot better. A little bit out of sorts in the first few frames, but if she can sneak into a 2-1 lead, she's going to be feeling pretty good about things. Played very confidently again, and this easy block now, and it'll be 2-1 to Amy. So that's well played. She's quickly turned things around there in that frame and got her potting pants back on, and that was a nice finish in that frame.
Frame number 4, and a Cunningham to break, trailing 2 frames to 1. Time running.
You can see Emma doesn't quite generate the same amount of power in the break as Amy. However, she didn't pot anything, but she'll be pleased at the clusters, particularly on the right-hand side of the table. But Amy will have shots, opportunities to try and develop that if she wants to go ultra attacking. Probably wasn't the right ball to try and develop that cluster with. She may have been better just trying to put one into this bottom left corner and then smash into it from the bottom cushion, but she's keeping on the attack. She's fluked one into the centre pocket, but it's not done her many favours because she's snookered herself on everything. Can she avoid the in-off? She can. Excellent shot.
Seconds.
So Amy's got the problem of how she deals with this yellow that's completely boxed in on the right hand side. He's going to be trusting to a little bit of luck. That was just a little bit careless, I think. She wanted to pot that and then going to smash the one into the middle and then try and disturb the pack. And well, I think Emma's come out with the wrong arms on today. Where's that black going? Wow. It looked like he was going to just drop into the pocket. Oh, and she nearly flicked it in as well. It's really not happening for Emma Cunningham at the moment. She's a bit all over the place. Normally so consistent and in the potting department for sure, but she's just not lining anything up today whatsoever. She's not been left with very much to go at here. Going to probably be forced into, well, a double. The pot, the red that's on what will be a brown spot on the snooker table into the top left. I mean, there's nothing easy here. That pulls out a fantastic pot. That's the normal Emma Cunningham. And again, I think she's going to be forced into another big pot, which will be a skill shot. Played fantastically. Well, I think if she can pull this clearance off, it's going to be one of the best clearances of her career, bearing in mind what we've just seen in the past couple of frames. So this long red. Which she rattles. And now the chance for Amy Beauchamp. She takes the one at the top right. She'll be left obviously with this last yellow into this bottom right hand corner, which could be tricky. And where's that white heading? Yeah, so this is going to be tricky. Just got into that one a little bit too much. Again, probably the pace of the table, just catching these girls out. Will be faster than the outer tables. Is she going to clip it in? Whoa. Well, it's all happening. I think Emma's only shot here is to go up and down. Yep, forced into this. It looks close. What a fantastic shot there. Fantastic shot. And the reward is this easy peasy black, which goes in, and Emma ties things up at 2 frames all. Well, this final's had pretty much everything. It's had some great play, inexplicable misses, great up and down there. But I don't think either will be happy with their performance so far, but they've shared the first 4 frames, so they're probably both pleased with that as it stands. Could have been a lot worse. So who is going to take this match by the scruff of the neck?
Frame number 5, Beauchamp to break, 2 frames all. Time running.
Again, another great break from Amy, but this time no reward. No noise of balls hitting backs of pockets. Which can only mean one thing. It's time to sit down and watch. So still a fair bit of work to do in this frame for Emma. Not sure that black goes in the centre. So what's she got up her sleeve for the black ball? She's looking at the double where she needs to leave the white ball. She'll need to be sort of in line with the, if you can imagine where a blue spot would be on the snooker table, bang in the centre. She sort of wants to be in that sort of area if she can get to it. Because it'll be a back double that she's got to play. Can't play a conventional double from that spot. She's running through with right hand side. Hasn't worked out.
Total snooker.
There's no problem hitting. It's just what's she going to leave. Amy does like to attack though. Can she rein it in and maybe play a good safety? Or is she on the attack? She's on the attack, but that's just a little bit short. That's a good hit from Emma. Keeps her in the frame still.
Suction ball. Extension.
Could only play containing safety. So snookered Emma, not difficult to hit. But can she conjure up something? Sort of looking at bottom left corner, but I think she was lining up the centre. She played it off the cushion, off the centre pocket cushion, and almost pulled out a fantastic shot. Not left her opponent much to go at, although I think she can play safety with that. White's come out a little bit more than she hoped. Well, she can see the black. Does it go past that red? She's gone for the double. Oh, it was close. So this is a great opportunity now for Amy to get back into the lead. Double nicely played. Probably just run this round up a couple of cushions. No, she's playing this one first. Which, I mean, that is just careless. You know, there's nothing else to be said for it really. Probably tried to pinch a bit of the pocket, but very difficult to pinch on these tables. She didn't need to pinch any. She could have taken the one that was nearest the cushion.
10 seconds.
Had a whole host of shots she could have played then. Anything but that. Emma's gone for the double into the centre pocket, as that's just about all she had on. So it's Amy with yet another chance. It's a little bit short again.
Seconds.
depending if she wants to move the black or not will depend how hard she hits this one. She can leave an angle after putting this one over the top right. Leave an angle. Well, I was going to say leave an angle on the one into the top left. That angle's not there now, so she probably may have to play for the double on the black. Just lining it up where she wants the white ball. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. In goes the black. And a nice finish there from Amy Beauchamp to take a 3-2 lead in this ladies' final. And I think she's going to feel a lot better after that. I mean, there was a nice clearance there in the end. Yeah, she'll be feeling a lot more settled, I think, after that. Good finish. Can she just capitalise on it, though? She's not been able to... we've just seen the flashes of brilliance rather than anything consistent. Can she just keep those levels up? Can Emma rediscover her form, which seems to have pretty much deserted her at the moment?
Frame number 6, Emma Cunningham to break, trailing 3 frames to 2. Time running.
So it's yellow balls in this frame for Emma Cunningham. Slightly got away with that one, but still left Amy a red into the right centre. Just those little nudges, just sort of stop you in your tracks. So any sort of momentum that Emma was just trying to build there, you can see she's trying to force herself, to get going and to play to the level that she's used to playing and that we've seen her play for the last couple of years, and it's just not happening for her at the moment. Just not happening.
Seconds.
So a little bit of tactical play going on here, but I think all Amy's got to do is just to keep the white behind the red and just force Emma into playing the one over the corner bog, but over the top left corner. But she's gone for the pot, gone for the attacking option. So Emma's just going to try and just develop this yellow a little bit further towards the pocket so she can get to the potting angle. Which I think she may have done. However, what she has done is made it a big pocket for possibly Amy's red that's near the centre pocket, the right centre pocket. She could play that down off the yellow into the pocket, bounce the yellow away, and then leave that red. The red that is next to it, free to be potted in that same pocket. But a safety from Amy. So what can Emma conjure up here now? Does the white ball have a path through those two reds to get to the yellow without it being a foul? If so, if Emma pots this, we could be in a re-rack situation. Which I think that's what our referee is going to be looking at now. So it is. So the balls do get re-racked. Now, it's testing my knowledge of the rules here. Is this a 9-ball re-rack situation? Will the referee move the bottom 5 balls? No, it's just a standard re-rack.
Re-rack. And the Cunningham to break.
Not something that happens very often in black ball.
Seconds. Extension call.
Amy just calling for her extension while she works out her route round this finish. So now it's all about this next shot. Putting the yellow into this bottom right corner as we look on the overhead. Try and develop the yellow on the side cushion. Which she's played pretty well. So now, can she build on the bit of momentum that she's been gaining over the last couple of frames? Played that well. She's okay. It's all just going to come down to the positional play from the last yellow to the black. She's got some different areas that she can play into on the left-hand side of the table or on the right-hand side of the table. I think from where she is, she's probably just going to bring it down the right-hand side of the table. I don't think she's got the angle to punch the white round off maybe a couple of cushions to the left-hand side and sort of where the white is now in that sort of area. So I think she'll just have to screw this down the right-hand side and just leave a cut back black into this bottom right corner, which she has done. And it just about gets there. It wiped its feet, but in it goes. So Amy just takes a minute to go. Have a comfort break. Emma follows. So we'll be back in just 1 minute.
Frame number 7, Emma Beauchamp to break, leading 4 frames to 2. Time running. Break, Emma Beauchamp to re-break. Time running. Seconds.
Well, apologies for that. We've had to have a little switch around in the commentary box. Kev Barton had to run out, so you're stuck with me again. And I will be seeing you through the conclusion of the ladies' final and then through to the professional final, which will be coming up very shortly. Amy Beauchamp leading Emma Cunningham by 4 frames to 2. And she's on for the clearance here. That one red closest to the cue ball is the tricky one. Tricky to get onto. Ideally, I think she wants to get on it next. She'd love to leave the red closest to the black to stay on the black. So that would be her ideal last ball. She doesn't have a brilliant angle to get onto this next red.
Extension called.
It is just off straight to the left centre. She is the right side. It's whether she can screw past the yellow or punch. That's not perfect. In fact, it's anything but. I don't think she's on either red now. Amy, all she could do really was hit her red. And she gave up a chance to Emma. And that is a bad mistake from the Northern Irish woman. What can Amy do from here? I think she can see enough to pop the one near the pocket. But she's gone for a double. That hasn't come off. And if anything, that's made her situation worse. Can Emma Cunningham take her chance this time? Should be a fairly routine layout for the 2019 World Champion. Just got a bit of a problem with the yellow that's between the red and the black. It's a difficult ball to get onto. She really needs to create some movement, and in trying to get good position to create that movement, she's put a bit too much into that one. She's got away with it though. Amy trying to take that bottom left corner pocket with that shot. She may have done just enough to stop Emma potting that yellow. It's very, very tight. Emma's going to take this yellow on first, and then I think we'll see her attempt to pot this yellow. If it doesn't work, she'll probably gain control of the corner pocket. Thing is, she'd like to play it with pace to bring the cue ball back up the table for what would be her last remaining yellow. However, that just increases the risk on the shot. She decides she can't make the pot, and that's an excellent safety shot. Emma Cunningham is in control now in this frame. What will Amy Beauchamp do here? She could potentially pot this red and swing round off 2 cushions. She's tried it. It hasn't worked. But I tell you what, that's a nice little flick on the black. And if these 3 balls are lined up dead straight, then the combination shot is very much on here. There's 2 ways of playing it. She could screw it, which she did, but she just didn't quite cue it enough. The red came off slightly at an angle and went to the jaw rather than into the pocket. And now Emma Cunningham can't wish for a better opportunity to get back to within just 1 frame. That would have been an astonishingly good shot by Amy Beauchamp. Emma flirted with missing that yellow. But holds it together for the black to halve the deficit back to just the 1 frame. So a disappointment for Amy. She did have the chance. The skill shot was on there. If they were straight enough, I wondered if she could have played the shot where you top the cue ball through. You know, 1 ball onto the other, and then you top the cue ball through so it hits the first ball and knocks that in as well. It would have left a tricky black, but it may have been a slightly easier way to play the skill shot in that instance. It's rare that that's the case.
Frame number 8, Emma Cunningham to break, trailing 4 frames to 3. Time running.
Well, that is a very good break by Emma Cunningham, looking to work her way back into this ladies' final. And these yellows very nicely positioned now. She may run into the middle of those yellows there. Oh, but she wanted a fuller contact than that on it, and she's run out of position. This is a horrible little tester now, queuing off the cushion. She can take the middle of those 3 yellows that are in a line in the centre of the table. She can take it long, or she can take it to the centre. The centre was arguably the harder pot, and she's missed it. However, the good news for Emma is that she doesn't appear to have left her opponent any particularly nice shot at all. I don't think Amy can get through to see the potting angle on either of the two reds closest to the cue ball. She certainly can't see it on anything else, and I don't think it's a double that's on the red on the right hand side. It looks like that's what she's... Nope, she's... Oh well. Oh wow, what a shot this is. What a shot that is by Amy Beauchamp. That did not look on. It's a fantastic pot under extreme pressure. And it's a pot that's worthy of winning a frame, but there's a lot more work to do here yet. She's tried to screw into that red on the right-hand side cushion. Hasn't worked out. It will still double, or she can drop on it. But she doesn't want to leave it till last, especially if she's going to drop on it, because the black is also tied up on a side cushion. And it's a bit of a tricky one to get on the double as well, purely because of the yellow that's to the right of it. Yeah, a lot of work still to be done here. That's another very nice shot. A little bit short of pace. But if she can drift this red up the cushion, which she can, that's a great shot. She's very straight though on the remaining red. She just had a little bit too much angle to be able to hold it. I think she's going to have to screw this back and try and leave the double. But she's got a fairly small window, because if she comes back too far, she'll be looking at a double kiss. Well, just making sure of the pot. Not quite sure what she's left here. I don't think the double into the bottom right corner goes. Is she going to try and cut this? This would be an unbelievable shot if she makes this. Oh my word, Amy Beauchamp, take a bow. That is a stunning pot. And a brilliant way to get yourself one frame from victory. What a shot that is. That's one of the hardest shots on a pool table in terms of a straight pot. It was a brave decision to leave it, and her bravery was rewarded. What a fantastic pot. And it will be Amy to break. She's hit some good breaks in this match. Emma is on the brink here. I'm sure she will have wanted a little bit of revenge for her world title loss to Amy just 1 month ago. But it looks like Amy is going to continue her dominance in 2020.
Frame number 9, Amy Beauchamp to break, leading 5 frames to 3. Time running.
That is a fantastic break. And I think we'd be talking about Amy wrapping up the title if it weren't for the yellow that's closest to the cue ball. I think that's just hampered by the red, and that's certainly a problem she needs to solve. The reds aren't any better because of the same couple of balls, but she does have more options with reds. She's got more chances, and one very good ball in particular in the top left corner of the table to be able to free that difficult red. She'll be taking it on the shot after this next one, I believe. Oh no, she can get through to the one in the middle, so she can do all her work in the bottom half of the table first. The only thing I don't like about this is the way she appears to be playing this. She's going to be leaving the red I was talking about nearest the top left pocket for last. to break out her difficult ball last. And when you're breaking out a ball with your last ball, you're not guaranteed position. You're trusting to luck just a little bit. But that's a bit of a shocker. And Emma will get the chance to continue this ladies' final. It looked for all the world as if Amy was on her way. Good opener from Emma. She just rolled that yellow in. But the good news for Amy is that she never got to solving that problem, and it's a problem that affects Emma too. And arguably, it's a harder problem for Emma to solve. There's nothing easy on the table to solve it with. So I think this is just Emma covering a pocket. Question is, has she managed it? I think there's a gap there for that red. Although she's still not guaranteed the position. Well, a change of tack from Amy then. She's decided to try and move it off this one. So the red definitely goes. She'll be screwing off the top cushion into that cluster, but she really is relying on luck to be on this red. Well, she's playing for the double. Decided it was too hard to move. And the double goes. And the double goes, but it doesn't quite go in. Tantalisingly close. Amy Beauchamp can probably smell that trophy. So close she can taste it, but she's just not quite over the line yet. And Emma really should take these out. Should be 5-4 in this race to 6. Will be Emma to break next, of course. It's a lovely shot from Emma. And just off straight black. And she keeps the UK ladies final alive. It's 5-4. It's going the distance.
Frame number 10, Emma Cunningham to break, trailing 5
10th frame then in this best of 11. Emma Cunningham to break. She trails by just the one frame. Amy needs one of the remaining 2 frames. Emma needs them both. And it will be Amy with the first chance at the table after that break from Emma. But it's not a great looking table. I actually think all the reds are there. But there's some serious precise positional play to happen. She can drop this one in. She's got the red on the rail. She wants to land nicely on the left, the red that's furthest left in that cluster into the centre. And if she does that, then she may well have a good chance. Well, she's made the pot, but she caught it just a fraction thick. And now she's going to have to reroute. This is still there, but a very tough shot to open the rest of the visit. Very tough pot required. And the pattern to finish these off is just a little less natural than it was now. Amy using her extension. It's a great pot. It's a great pot and it's an okay position. It's not perfect. If she was off the cushion, she'd be a lot happier. Problem is, she could roll this red through, but the yellow nearest the right hand centre pocket was in the way of the two. So now she's still got that problem red to get on the one that's surrounded by yellows in the bottom half of the table. And even then, if she gets on that, she's got to have a nice angle to go back up. And in the end, it all just became a little bit too much. Emma Cunningham will have the chance to take us to a deciding frame. And if those two yellows that are together on the left-hand side of the table, if that's a plant, then this is a great opportunity. I think we'll find out if it is now. She's just come around to have another look. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Excellent position. Just topped the cue ball through, made sure that the yellow she was hitting initially wasn't going to stick to that cue ball. And now what a chance this is. Just under hit that one a fraction, Emma. It's not necessarily the route I expected her to take. Just this little cut back into a blind pocket. This is tricky. This one's missable. And she caught the jaw, and not only that, she caught the red. And in catching the red, I think she might have to reroute once again, because I don't think she can necessarily get through to the one over the centre pocket. And if she can't, then the black and the furthest left of the reds are going to loom large with the positional shot she's going to have to play here. She tried to screw it back, and that was exactly what I was worried about. She just didn't quite get into the cue ball enough for that shot. And I'm sure Amy Beauchamp's heart rate has just gone through the roof. Emma needs to find something very special here now. I think she's too close to the cushion to attempt the double. I think the red's in the way. So she's coming round off. Oh, wow, what a shot. Oh, my word. What an effort. Almost swerving the cue ball into the left-hand side cushion to bring it back across. And it was so, so close for Emma. But it will leave Amy a chance. She's bit of adrenaline on that shot, I think. She's overdone that. She wanted to be much nicer on the red at the top of the table. And now that's a horribly thin cut. She may have to go the other way first. Well, it was a horribly thin cut. But it's not as horribly thin as the cut she's left Emma Cunningham. In fact, I don't even think that's on. I think Emma's got to come off the top cushion here to try and pot this yellow. Well, Emma thinks the cut's on. But she caught it far too thick. However, there may still be a little bit of mileage in this yet. How much confidence has Amy got? How hard does she want to hit this shot? Oh, it's a good weight. It's a very good weight. It's perhaps run 3-4 inches further than perfect. But she drops the red in and leaves herself the half ball black into the centre. Which she finishes off. Amy Beauchamp is your UK Ladies Champion for 2020. Fantastic performance from her. Emma Cunningham will be disappointed. She certainly had her chance in that last frame to take us to a decider. But a lax positional shot did for her. And Amy is the champion. So Amy has now won both of the ladies' events so far in 2020, the World Championship and the UK Ladies title. A fabulous performance from her, and we are about to go over to Kevin Barton for the trophy presentation.
Welcome down to the arena here at the Carrington House Hotel in Bournemouth after a fascinating women's final there. And first of all, can I introduce our runner-up, Emma Cunningham. Emma, I'm not sure what to make of that performance. I'm sure you'd be a little bit disappointed with it.
Yeah, it's been a long day. Had chances, I didn't take them, didn't deserve to win.
And Amy, obviously new on the scene in the past sort of month or so, she's proving that she's a tough nut to crack at the moment.
New in terms of the idea,
Yeah.
but I've known Amy 15 years. She's a great player, and it's no surprise. And anybody that knows her knows that she's going to give brilliant tactics. You know, it disappointing from my perspective, you know, but fully deserved total champ.
Okay, well, thanks a lot, Emma. Well done, a great weekend. Thanks a lot. And our winner, following on from a World Championship success, Amy Beauchamp. Well, a win's a win, and you must be delighted to keep the run going.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I think we've played better matches and hopefully will again. But yeah, like you said, we need to win to be able to just keep going really and keep just getting the run in.
Yeah, I mean, there were some glimpses of some quality stuff going on there, but it just like the odd little error that was just like stopping you in your momentum.
Yeah, there was some good stuff and then there was some complete rubbish as well. And to be honest, that's been the story of my weekend, and I've just been able to drag myself through. And I think we both struggled to settle a bit on the 30-second shot clock for the first time, which I think is understandable. But there were less errors late on, but not many. But just glad to get a bit.
Yeah, well, the win is a win, so well played. You are the 2020 UK Ladies Champion for Bournemouth. Congratulations, Amy Beauchamp.